Welcome to Pandering Hour. Hello, and welcome back to Pandering Hour. I'm your host, Anthony Martin, and today we're going to be talking about Chile, or Chile. It's a country in South America. It's a weird country. It's very interesting to me. Like, every time I think about Chile, I think, like, maybe I could live there. Maybe I could live in Chile. But you just never hear about it. But then it's like the source of so many very interesting things, like Patagonia. Patagonia is, hold on, it's a clothing company, but it's also this beautiful place in Chile. So, hold on, I don't want to see the images. Patagonia is a region encompassing the vast southernmost tip of South America, shared by Argentina and Chile, with the Andes Mountains as its dividing line. The Argentine, sorry, side features uh, arid steppes, grasslands, and deserts, while the Chilean has glacial fjords and temperate rainforests. Argentina's famed RN40 highway passes the pinnacles of Monte Fitzroy and Perito Moreno Glacier in Los Angeles. I'm sorry, not Los Angeles. Los Glaciares National Park. What's even down here, man? Like, think I was. You're like right next to Antarctica. Like, if you're. Hold on. What the fuck, dude? Like, are you seeing this? Go back to Patagonia. Like, what are these places? Like, what an odd country. It's huge. It's a huge country, but like, what is even here? The Alps have the Sierra de Avallanos HP has 5 stars. Okay, I want to see the reviews. Low key top tier mountain, hands down, no cap. Who the fuck is Matt Trevor? Who are you? Who are you? He's given 5 reviews places at the the East Nile restaurant in fucking Sudan. Okay, and then what else? What else? Bike Diamond Rental Service in, where is that? Spain. Hunt Supply Skateboard Shop in East Nashville, and the Verizon Wireless in Southeast Portland. I could meet this guy. Who are you? I gotta know who you are. Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor from, sorry, from Portland, Oregon. I'm gonna find this guy. I'm gonna shake this man down. I'm gonna look at your LinkedIn. I'm gonna look at your motherfucking Facebook. How about MatthewTaylor.com? We're gonna find him. We're gonna get him, okay? He thinks he can fuck around and leave reviews for a mountain in Chile? You piece of shit. um, the Santa Cruz province? Okay. I'm not seeing a face here, so I don't think that's him. This could be him. Hold on. This could be him. How about MatthewTaylor.com? What does this guy do? I don't even what dude, what is your Oh, I think that's it. I think this is him. Or oh, wait, no. This is just a photographer. Okay, fine. I can't find Matt Taylor. I think I found 3 different Matt Taylors. But if you happen to find this man, hold on. Enhance. Matt effing Taylor. Are you guys ready for this? Where's my zoom button? Enhance. God damn it. This guy. Matt Taylor. If you see Matt Taylor anywhere, punch him. Just twist his nip or something. I don't know. Okay. He only lives 5-star reviews, so that's good for him. Good for him. Let me see. So I wanted to talk about this chef from Chef's Table. Let's see. He lives in Patagonia, I guess.
A path at the edge of uncertainty.
Yeah, he makes like this big fire pit and all this stuff, and he pulls the food out. Um, hold on. Francis Malman. Francis Malman family dinner. Okay, there's this really cool family dinner that he has where like he's with um both of his family, and like it's just funny because like on one hand there's like he has a private island. What the fuck? On one hand he's like tending to his old family, and then he tends to his new family, and it's just odd. It's like an very odd relationship. Fine, let me try and find it. It's this scene right here. No, I don't think that's it. Hold on, go back. It's definitely this one, I want to say. And you see him like go back and forth. If you haven't watched the first season of Chef's Table, it's really good. Like the later seasons get really wonky, where there's this one guy who's just like stupid. Like he works in the South, and he's like, I found, you know, okra. Like I reinvented okra. It had been like where who even would eat this? And it's like black people. You took this from black people. It's like basic. It's almost like a white dude being like, "Yeah, I made rock and roll. Like no one was listening to this music, and I just made it. Like it's crazy." Um, but yeah, he has this like really. It's very beautiful. It's like you know how Steven Ranella has Meat Eater, which is like a nature perspective of like hunting and eating and cooking and all that. This is like a food perspective, but it goes into environment and family, as well as like the food and where it comes from and like the culture of it. I'm not going to be able to find this clip. but I really want to because there's like this really funny scene where he's with like his his daughter who's like 40 and his wife who's like 30 and his baby daughter. It's just really funny. So let's just find some fun facts about Chile. Let's just let's just dive into it. 30 things. Let's go with 11 interesting facts. But first, is Chile LGBTQ safe? Um, homosexuality, gay marriage, gay adoption, serving in the military, sexual orientation. What? Oh, it's legal. Okay. Rights to change legal gender in child. Is legal surgery not required? Huh, as of 2019. Oh, whoa, this is so. Okay, this is too much. I'm tired of this. This is too gay. The gayness is. I thought it'd be funny if they were just like, no, we shoot gay people in this country, just so I could be like, well, because gay people in America are always just like, we're so far behind. Not gay people. Gay people are like just normal. Like it's boring. But like trans people and stuff, they're like, oh, like this country's fallen so far behind the rest of the world, and it's like maybe like Bangkok, like maybe Bangkok is slightly more ahead than us, but like everywhere else you go, they're like, you are transgender? Oh, that's so bad. Like they'll chop your head off. Oh, Easter Island is in Chile. It's known as Rapa Nui, which is also how the people of the island in their language are known. Um, we get Easter Island from Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen, who renamed it such when he landed there by accident on Easter Sunday, 1722. It's weird. I didn't know it was in Chile. Easter Island. Where is that? That's not. That's Chile. That's Chile. Fucking dude, Mexico's almost as close to Chile as that. That counts as Chile? How did he get there? How many? That's that's like 800 mile, like easily 800 miles. That thing right there says that like a thumb's worth of distance is 200 miles. And it's got 3,000 views. How do you even get there? You got to take a boat. That actually makes a lot of sense how everyone on the island died. Oh, you can fly there. You'll need to fly. You Why do you have to fly? What the fuck did I just click on? You need to fly to Chile's capital, Santiago, and take another flight to Eastern Island. We recommend booking hotels and flights. There are a lot of people on the island. How many people? Hold on. I want to see. Do people live on the island? About 5,000 people live on Eastern Island today, and thousands of tourists come to see the anthropomorphic Moai statues. Amid the strain of rising population, the island faces challenges ahead. It has no sewer system and continues to draw from a limited fresh water supply. I mean, how? Why would you live there? Of all the things to do, like that's what is this? Oh, I guess it's kind of like living in Hawaii. That okay, but Hawaii's huge. There's tons of stuff you can do on Hawaii. It's more like living. Yeah, what's that? It's like living on the islands. Heard Island and McDonald Island. Like, why would you live there? Edinburgh of the Seven Seas. What is this? Who does this belong to? Edinburgh of the Seven Seas. What? What is this? What is this? Why are people living here? It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's in the middle of the South Atlantic Ocean. Like, what? And who does it belong to? What the fuck is this place? All the residents live in Edinburgh of the Seven Seas, which means only a small portion of Tristan de Cunha is inhabited. Cruises to Tristan de Cunha can temporarily increase the area's population, but no one new is allowed to move to the island without the approval of every permanent resident. What? Population is 266. What? Oh, it has a award for
Everything
most
in life.
remote island. Huh. Hold on. Okay, so how can I move to Easter Island? No, 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 no. I don't want to go there. I want to move and live on Easter Island. Exceptions to this rule can be made in certain cases. It's under special care and protection from the Chilean government, which is why there is a higher control of people entering the island than compared to the rest of Chile. Okay. The following documents are required to board a plane to Easter Island: return ticket within 30 days, passport, confirmation of booking and certified accommodation, or invitation from a resident. Registering as a. You have to be. Okay, so you have Rapa Nui or Rapa Nui family name, Rapa Nui spouse, marriage certificate, and ID. Has Rapa Nui children? You have to prove it. Has a work contract. If you lived there before 2016. Hmm. Okay. I gotta know more about this weird, goofy little island. Both of these weird, goofy little islands. First of all, this is just somebody's house. This is so cool. I want to go. I really do. This fucking guy. Okay. There's a man. Okay, so this is obviously a tourist. I assume this guy lives here. He's wearing what looks like a Magic the Gathering sort of like dice pouch on for his dick and balls. He obviously owns a pair of shorts based on the tan line. So I don't know if that's like his underwear or what, but this older, I'm assuming East Coast woman, because she's got fat hands and like, you know, she just oozes East Coast. Okay. This is what a goofy place. Hmm. I'm guessing you need to speak Spanish if you live there. I want to see how much it costs pretty expensive. Holy shit, it's very expensive. I guess you don't really have a choice, huh? $67. What's like the most expensive place you can stay on Easter Island? I mean, honestly, why would you? Why would you? Probably like this hotel right here? What are the reviews? Sort, lowest rating. 6 years ago, no one's really saying anything. Okay, fine. What's the best rating? Beautiful hotel. Everything was just perfect. Service and food was amazing. They took care of every detail to make sure our stay at the island was worry free and spectacular. Absolutely recommend. Why does it keep doing this to me? Google Maps is not having it today. Okay. Okay, and what can you do while you're here? Like, what is there? Obviously, you got to be able to see the heads, right? How far do you have to go to see the big goofy heads? Okay. This is just pissing me off. Google Maps is having a very hard time today. The secrets of Chilean wine. Chile is now ubiquitous national wine. Carmenere is not originally Chilean. With its roots in Bordeaux, Carmenere was brought to Chile in the mid 1800s and for 150 years, wine producers thought it was a Merlot due to the close resemblance to their leaves. Fortunately for Chile and wine lovers everywhere, an eagle-eyed French grape expert named Jean-Michel Birisquot discovered the true identity of the grapes. They were officially recognized as a distinct variety in 1998. Or, or they didn't want their Frenchness to be diluted by, saying, oh, can you plant French grapes in Chile and still have them be French grapes? No. Astronomical clear skies. Wow. The world's oldest mummies were found here. Show me the mummy. I like that. I like mummies. Let's go mummies. Chilean mummies. Chinchorro. Chinchorro mummies. Is that a baby? Oh god. That's not a real person though, right? The Chinchorro mummies are mummified remains of individuals from South America Chinchorro culture when found what is now northern Chile. They are the oldest examples of artificially mummified human remains, having been buried up to 2,000 years before the Egyptian mummies. The earliest mummies that has been found in Egypt dated to around 3000 BCE. The oldest anthropologically modified Chinchorro mummies date to around 5050 BCE. The oldest naturally mummified corpses recovered from the Atacama Desert dated around 7020 BCE. Shell midden and bone chemistry suggests that 90% of the people's diet was seafood. Many ancient cultures of fisherfolk existed tucked away in the arid river valleys of the Andes, but the Chinchorro made themselves unique by their dedicated preservation of the dead. The Chinchorro's sediments settlements and artificial mummification process in Arica and Parinacota were declared a World Heritage Site in 2021. Okay. The red. Oh, they got little mummy techniques. Tattooing? They had tattoos. Okay, tell me more. Hmm. Like, what does Chile even do? Like, other than this, what happens in Chile? What even goes on in Chile? Like, is it a stable government? Holiday and festivals? Like, what do they do? Are they trying to take over the world? What goes on here? Why have I never heard of anything happening in Chile? Mm, why don't I try this? Major world events taking place in Chile since 1950. Timeline of Chilean history. Okay, good. Let's start in the 1900s. The first auction of sheep farming lands in the Mangalese territory. The meat riot in Santiago. What? It's not a violent demonstration against tariffs. Okay, they fought against taxes. Word. Massacre of the Escuela Santa Maria de blah, 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 blah. Soldiers fire on saltpeter workers for their unarmed associates and their unarmed associates. It will be years before the workers, terrorized by brutal repression, resume struggle for their rights. Um, Centenary of Chilean independence. Let's start back to 1950. Magnitude 9.5 earthquake. Whoa. Whoa. That's like 200 miles of earthquake. Time out. 1960, the most powerful earthquake ever recorded. Um, it occurred in the afternoon and lasted approximately 10 minutes, resulting in tsunamis which affected southern Chile, Hawaii, Japan, the Philippines, eastern New Zealand, southeast Australia, and the Aleutianian Islands. The epicenter of this megathrust earthquake near Lumico, approximately 570 meters. There's probably videos of this. Is there a video of this? Oh, there's pictures. Yeah. Look at this little town. What a cute little town. I mean, it's destroyed, but like, look at these cute little towns. This guy's like, "Ay Dios mío, my, ay Dios mío, my whole family died." Um, I mean, the canal looks great, but all these little houses are completely turned to rubble. Wow. Whoa, the roads are totally broken apart. Ay Dios mío, my caballo got loose. That's terrible. Um, I mean, everything looks fine here. Oh, this is probably much, much afterwards. So they cleaned up, and she's like, I lost my baby in the earthquake. And he's like, I made a stew. It's a fish stew. This is a tragedy. This is terrible. I'm very sorry that this happened. I hope everyone lived until they died. Um, oh, there's actually video footage? Whoa. Wait. What was that? Let's say 1 hour parking? Timeout. Do they speak English in Chile? It's commonly spoken, especially in Santiago, but mostly Spanish. Never assume that an individual speaks English. It's always polite to ask. Three to 5% of the population. Okay, so no. Um, that's not good. They don't. So that's a no. Nobody speaks English. Um, holy shit. Okay, what else happened? Let's go back to that timeline. They had a giant earthquake. Pablo Nuerda. I've been wanting to read his poetry. So this, okay, Pablo Nuerda, he's the shit. I've read a lot of his translated poetry, but I got kind of annoyed at the idea that I'm reading translations of poetry because like if I said something like she bent down or like or she threw an apple at me. If in the context of a poem, that's very important because if you said she thrust like she tossed an apple, she hurled an apple, she lobbed an apple, like there's every single word matters. And he got well, let's see why he got the Nobel Peace Prize or Nobel Prize in Literature. Um, all right, let's see. Literary career, time out. Communism. Oh, communism made its way to Chile? Nobel. Okay. Um, Nuarda's father opposed his son's interest in writing and literature, but received encouragement from others, including the future Nobel Prize winner Gabriela Mistral, who headed to the local school. At the age of 13, he published his first work, an essay titled Entusiasmo y Perseverancia, Enthusiasm and Perseverance, the local daily newspaper La Mañana, um, and signed it Neftali Reyes. From 1918 to mid 1920, he published numerous poems such as Mis Ojos, My Eyes, and essays in local magazines as Neftali Reyes. In 1990, he participated in a literary contest, Juegos Florales de Maule. I'm butchering this shit. And won third place for his poem Comunión Ideal and Nocturno Ideal. By mid 1920, he adopted the pseudonym Pablo Nuerda. He was published author of many poems, prose, and journalism. Who he is thought to have derived his pen name from the Czech poet uh, Jan Nuerda, though other sources say his true inspiration was the Mor- Moravian violinist Wilma Nuerda, whose name appears in Arthur Conan Doyle's A Study in Scarlet. Um, so he just won the Nobel Prize for like being super cool. Um, but it doesn't actually say why he got the Nobel Prize. He said it was in literature, but like, what about it? Like, tell me more about his Nobel Prize. Fine. There was a coup, the Beagle conflict, the Beagle Channel. Militaries, more than 90 people die. Like, a volcano erupts. That's cool. Okay. Why is it important that 90 people die in this city? What happened here? More than 90 people die as a result of mud flows. Dude, the government just set Hawaii on fire. Oh, the mud flows are really difficult. These Chilean people seem like a bunch of complainers to me. Okay. Let's look at Chilean women. Chilean women. Are there any Chilean like famous Chilean people? Oh, Pedro Pascal. That's cool. Okay. That's a Chilean woman? Yeah, we got them big noses from from Mexico. Yep, my people. Just real gummy. If you have like any sort of like Mexico or South America in you, you occasionally get family that's got like real gummy smiles. Oh, there's this person that shows up to my work all the time, and she can't talk without showing you her entire jaw, like everything inside. Like if she had something in her mouth, you would know, cause she talks like this. She like comes in. She's like, "Hi, I have a hi 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 hi." Hi." It's creepy. Whoa, boobs. Um, yeah, definitely on the higher end of countries, for sure. Good, good for Chile. Astronomically clear skies. Um, Pisco is the spirit of choice. What's that? And ask any Chilean what their spirit of choice is. The answer will often be Pisco, originating in Peru as long as you ask a Peruvian, and exported through the port town of Pisco, hence the name. The potent South American brandy spread all over the continent and eventually the world thanks to delicious pisco sour cocktail gaining popularity in the chicest bars. A Friday night favorite in Chile, pisco is usually mixed with Coca-Cola, piscola, or lemonade, pisco blanco, and accompanied by a classic completo or rich, meaty chorillana. What's this? Chilean chorillana fries? Oh fuck it! Look at those yolks. That looks so good. Just put eggs and what is that? Beef? Caramelized onion on French fries? God, I love French fries. Chilean folklore runs deep. What does that mean? Chile is a mystical shroud of yeah is Chile is a mystical shroud of mythology, especially in the thick forests and mountains of the south, where aeons of history are related to indigenous stories and fireside superstitions from the Mapuche and Chilote communities. Among these tales of winged serpents and mystical cities in the Trauco, they also have stories of lost cities? Hmm. Okay. Is it possible? Just saying. Is it possible for El Dorado to be real? Some famous explorers even joined in the search. This included Gonzalo Pizarro, Francisco de Orellana, and Sir Walter Raleigh. Raleigh even made two separate ships to Guyana looking for El Dorado. In the end, El Dorado, the city of untold riches, never existed. Or it was pilfered and looted. Hmm. Okay. Visiting the Great Green Swath of Chile between Concepcion and Coyhaique yields a wealth of fascinating stories and cultural connections that is still root the people. Is this written weird? Like I feel like I'm fucking up, and then I think the website's fucking up. Whatever. The land of the Patagonia giants. Ferdinand Magellan claimed that he sailed to the southern coast of Chile. He saw a giant dancing on the shoreline. Similar stories have abounded in the wake of ships strafing the southern tip of South America, and many sailors and explorers returned from their trails bearing stories of enormous indigenous people in the land, upwards of 9 feet tall. So ingrained was the idea that Patagonia got its name from Spanish for Bigfoot. The early maps of the region were marked by cartographers as the land of the giants. What's what's the average height? The Average height 5'7". Okay, they're small. It's not much. Singular Patagonia and the history. One of the country's finest hotels, the Singular Patagonia, just outside the mighty Torres del Paine National Park, houses a Chilean national monument designated natural for its historical and cultural significance. The Frigorifico, I don't know, is the preserved cold storage facility built over a century ago to facilitate meat packing and industry in the area. Surviving fire and tough conditions at the end of the world, the site was restored and integrated into the Singular Patagonia in 2011. It's a living hotel, and it's also a part of this website. I bet they have a deal with them. I mean, it looks surprisingly modern. Chilenismos. Ask most people what language they speak in Chile. They will say Spanish. Ask most Chileans, and they will say they speak Chilean. Ask any Spanish speakers, and they say, I have no idea. Many of the national dialects of Spanish in Latin America have been diverged from the Romance language to form their own beautiful languages. Still, perhaps none of have evolved quite so many double meanings, idioms, pronunciations, and phrases as Chilean Spanish. Known affectionately as Chileanismos, the evolution of language ranges from quaintly delightful, valehongo, which means worthless but literally translating to worth mushroom, to ubiquitous weon, a word with so many meanings depending on the context, syllable, stress, and even the person you are talking to, that the phrase weon, weon, weon makes perfect sense under the right circumstance. Meaning mate, idiot, the giant, and giant egg. This key phrase appearing in most colloquial sentences. Okay, let's look at these giants. Patagon. Huh? The Patagons, or Patagonian giants, were a race of humans rumored to be living in Patagonia and described in early European accounts. They were said to have exceeded at least double normal human height, with some accounts giving heights of 13 to 15 feet or more. Tales of these people would maintain a hold upon European conceptions of the region for nearly 300 years. Illustrations of an encampment. Huh. Let's see. Oh, this is probably where the idea from Gulliver's Travel came from. You know Gulliver's Travels? Let's see. History. First mention of these people came from Magellan, right? One day we saw a naked man of giant stature on the shore of the port dancing and singing and throwing dust on his head. The captain general, Magellan, sent one of our men to the giant so that he might perform the same actions as a sign of peace. Having done that, the man led the giant to an inlet where the captain general was waiting. When the giant was in the captain general's and our presence, he marveled greatly. He made signs with one finger raised upward, believing we had come from the sky. He was so tall that we reached only to his waist, and he was well proportioned. That just sounded weird. We were about dick height, and he was well proportioned. It just sounds weird. It's an odd time to say that. You know, it's like it's like being like you come into work one day and your coworker's like, "Hey, you look good," or like you bend over and your coworker's like, "Hey, you look good." Pigafetta also recorded that Magellan had bestowed upon these people Patagao, Patagon, but he did not further elaborate on his reason for doing so. The original word would have probably been in Ferdinand Magellan's native Portuguese, Patagao, or the Spanish of his men, Patagon, since Pigafetta's time. Since Pigafetta's time, the assumption that his derived from pata or foot took hold. The Patagonia was interpreted to mean land of the big feet. However, this etymology remains questionable, since, among other things, meaning the suffix gon is unclear. It is now understood that the etymology refers to the literary character in a Spanish novel of the early 16th century. Nevertheless, the name Patagonia stuck, as did the notion that local inhabitants were giants. Early maps of the New World afterwards would sometimes attach the label uh, Regio Gigantum, a region of giants, to the area. Francis Drake's ship, Chaplain Francis Fletcher, wrote about a meeting the very tall Patagonians of 7 foot and a half. Hmm. In the 1590s, Anthony Knevet claimed he had seen dead bodies 12 feet long in Patagonia. Huh. Dude, what if it's true? Like, I would love it if these people were actually that big. That would be so badass. Just like imagine it. Hold on. There's got to be. I had an idea. Also, the fact that oh, did you come from the sky? Like, is that could be made up? That could be fake. But the idea that like things keep coming from the sky is pretty crazy, right? Right? Like how much mythology comes from, oh, this came from the sky. It'd be the same thing. I'd feel the same way if like, dude, we have so many stories of people coming from the earth. Like a man climbed out of the ground, or like an orb of light came out of the ground. But no, an orb of light came down from the sky, and boom, people were here. Like that's pretty odd, isn't it? Like it's we all acknowledge it. Like yeah, there's a big man. Yeah, even God. The idea of God is there's a big man in the sky. And now it's sort of turning into this more ambiguous thing of like what is God? Oh, he's everywhere. He's everything. He's not in he's it used to be he's in heaven. What's heaven like? Oh, it's up in the clouds because we've never been up in the clouds. And now we haven't been everywhere all at once. But we will. I'll get there. One day I'm going to be you, you're going to be me. We're going to be in each other. And it's going to be fucking awesome. Okay. Peru, Chile, Chile, Chile. What is in Santiago? I want to see Santiago. Is this like a nice city? Is it nice to live in Chile? Chile is one of the safest, most politically stable countries in South America. With a well-established middle class, good medical facilities, and well-developed infrastructure, when you retire to Chile, you will appreciate the diversity of the country. Um, hmm. Expats who live in Chile enjoy a very high standard of living. It's hard to imagine a country with more to offer than Chile. When you live in Chile, you enjoy a modern and efficient country which boasts dramatic mountain peaks, sparkling lakes, and abundant wildlife. It has great skiing in the winter and lush alpine valleys in the summer. Chains of islands and charming fishing villages lend character to the south, while wide expanses of desert dominate the north. Its clean cities offer a first world infrastructure, and the government is one of the best organized and most stable in the region. In the region, not in the world, in the region. North Americans and Europeans like living in Chile partly due to its clean and honest culture, but also because its seasons are reversed from those in the northern hemisphere. So expats with a second home in Chile can enjoy their favorite seasons twice a year. Oh yeah, because it's across the border, right? Or not the border. The what am I thinking of? This. What is this called? The part where the thing that splits the earth in half. Um I don't want to type the thing that splits the earth in half into Google. Google's going to think I'm a fucking moron. Um what is that called? Middle of the planet. Not the what the poles? Equator. It's called the equator. So under once you go below the equator, I actually just watched the video on this. Like things, that's why toilets in Australia go the other direction because of the pull off the center. A lot of flat Earth shit has been entering my feed on TikTok, and it's weird. Baby, quit meowing. It's my cat. Let's see. Well, what is this? Look at. I want to see the city. I want to like look into Santiago. This is the city, right? What do you got? What do you got? I saw a grocery store, supermercado, Linder. I mean, it looks normal. Looks really normal. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. I could totally see myself living here. Okay. How much does it cost to live? Okay. How about apartments? Let's see. They got electric locks on? Apartment for students? For how much? How much is an apartment? What the fuck? Almost a million CLP? What is that in dollars? A quarter million CLP. USD to CLP. Oh, that's really cheap. That's really cheap. It's what is that? $300? $400? For how much? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait 1 second. Santiago downtown apartments, furnished apartment building. I don't want a furnished apartment building. I want my own furniture. Apartments Chile. Let me see. Okay, fine. I'll get a furnished apartment in Chile. I don't think that's furnished. That seems like a hotel. I know. I'll go to Zillow. That's what we'll do. Houses for sale in Chile. Dollars though? Hold on. What? Why is it so expensive? That's not what I wanted to see. 49 bedrooms. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're telling me for $4.1 million dollars, I can have. Oh, this is an apartment building. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm like, what? I can't afford a $41 million house. It's an apartment building. That's how crazy this country's gotten. Oh, you want to buy a whole fucking apartment complex for that money? You don't what? $41 million. You want to buy a mountain? I mean, what are you looking for? Like, what's your budget? That's fucking nuts. What about like just a house? I'm not looking for a home type. I just want. Is this only? I think this website is only um like wicked crazy shit. Let's see the proper. Okay, I need to check a different website. Hold on, where is I lost it. I lost Santiago. Okay, here we go. How much is this house? A quarter million? And that's dollars? Okay. Okay. Okay, well, it is in Santiago. This is like I don't know what this is the equivalent to in America, but it's a beautiful house. It's actually a very, very nice house. It's a very, very nice house. Hmm. Interesting. What's like the cheapest house I can get? Okay. Still a four-bedroom house in Santiago, Chile. Oh, it's a condo. It's a studio condo. That sucks. Oh, this really sucks. This sucks balls. What the fuck, Chile? Why would you charge me so much goddamn money for that? Hold on. I need to change my like $100,000. I don't have $100,000. But if I did, oh, I can buy a bunch of land. A bunch of land in Chile? I've been looking to buy land. I don't have money to buy land right now, but if I did, maybe I'll buy some in Chile. It's just hard buying land in another country. It's just what a weird complaint. It's just so hard to buy land in Chile. Like, what do these people live like? This seems like such a developed, what like nice country to live at. It's safe. It's politically stable by comparison to its neighbors. I feel like if I were to compare me and my siblings to South America, I feel like I'm Chile. I'm Chile for sure. Um, my oldest brother's Venezuela for sure. Um, my youngest sibling, who's still older than me, would probably be Brazil or Argentina. And then, you know, yeah, who cares? Who cares about the rest of them? I don't really know about these other countries anyway. Um, but I should probably end it there. Thank you so much. Bye.